How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the big six of us in the building. One of us a man down from the original, but big up Eunice in the building as well. Buzzer beater, because as I played the intro, he wasn't here, and he's here come the end of the intro. So Eunice, what are you telling me? You good? Long time.
That was mad.
Pulled in just in the final second. Yeah, I'm good.
Man.
I'm good. How you boys doing? Hope you're all well.
Good, man. Yeah, man. We're all good, man. We're all good.
I was hoping Eunice be late so we can deduct points off Matisse.
Yeah, I was going to try that one as well, but
no, we have to try everything. Like everything goes. So if Eunice is late, we deduct Matisse points, because remember he's tried to put it on Toby that it's replacement. Toby, you got to back me on this, because remember he was saying it's all about responsibility. If you're not there, you know what I mean, you're responsible for whoever's there.
Very true.
Everyone's on to each other this year. It's mad.
So Eunice is too good. Big up Eunice, man. We say
I've saved him then. Yeah, he owes me.
Yeah, you're too good, man. You're too good, man. You're too good.
Okay. Come on. Hit the like button, people. Obviously, do that first and foremost. Make sure you are subscribed. We hit 100K. Obviously, on Monday's show, we talked about it. I say I wasn't there. So big up the community for that. Really appreciate the love over the years. And it still just feels like the beginning. So hopefully you're enjoying the building year on, year out. And let us know in the comment section your thoughts, what you want to see, what you like seeing, and so on, people. Individual channel links are also in the description below. We're here to talk game week 6 and a bit more. What's that from? South Africa?
No, just people. Last week, people were asking me what I was eating. I was eating a curly whirly, wasn't I? So now they're asking me what I'm eating again. So I'm just showing you. You know what I mean? Yeah. One time, when you go, well, listen to this, right? You know when you go to like Aldi or Lidl,
they
do like a snide version of chocolate. So one time I came home from work and I said to me missus, "What's this?" And she said, "It's a racer." I said, "What the fuck's a racer?" She went, "Well, it's a Twix." I said, "Well, it's not a Twix, is it?" I said, "Because it has said Twix." I said, "I'm not working all week to come home and eat racers. Get the fucking
get the Twix out."
So, but now, the snide ones are better than the real ones. You know what I mean? So now,
for real. That's so true. That's so true.
I'm a connoisseur of the snide ones.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Come on, people. You're gonna have more DMs than ever now. People asking you which one they should go for. But yeah, Big Steve MCFC for that one on socials. Like I said, people, game week 6 to talk about. Before we get into game week 6, on the pitch stuff, Ballon d'Or was announced this week. I think it gone to the expected winner. No one's surprised.
Nah.
Yeah,
Dembele deserved it in the end. Listen, I would have loved it in the medium out, but Dembele, man, the journey, the season he had, Champions League winner, treble. I think he deserves it, man. I don't think there's any pushback from me personally, but yeah, Dembele, man, it's a good story. His journey of where he was to now, the injuries, the setbacks. So fair play to him, man. So big up Dembele, man, from me anyway.
Yeah. I agree with SAEED, man. The story is fitting, man. He's a player that I think probably, in fact, everyone on this panel definitely rated and still rates to a certain level. But when he went through that rough patch at Barcelona, it was tough to see that. But I'm really happy that he's been able to rediscover his game under Enrique. And I get the argument for Yamal. I think Yamal will have it in some of the years to come, but Dembele, man, I think he like he said, he deserved it, man. The football he played, like everyone wants to talk about numbers. Yes, he put up crazy numbers, but more importantly, the football he played on and off the ball was ridiculous. His pressing off the ball, mad, and then on the ball, playing in that sort of false 9 sort of role and conducting games alongside Vitinha and co. He deserved it, man. He's played exquisite football.
Yeah, I agree. GRIZZ, some of the Liverpool fan base up in arms about Salah. Was your arms up?
Only the fact that it was he fourth in the end? Was it fourth?
Fourth,
yeah. Only the fact that it was fourth. I said on the show as well, Dembele, the story. I agree with everything the guys have said, because he's one of my personal favorites of the last. Well, when he came on the scene, I thought he was, he had the potential to be better than Mbappe. Like, that's how much I rated him. 2-footed, fleet-footed, like could be like from a standing position, you didn't know where he was going to go, right, left, straight at you. He had every type of finish. He played across the front free, like he could play any of the positions. Yeah, such an amazing player. Not the brightest up there, But yeah, let the talent do the talking. And then obviously, like Tob says, went through a bit of a rough patch for the injuries going to ruin his career. But the comeback story is mad. And not only the football and everything he's playing, Tobes, yeah, but the way he's progressed into being a leader at PSG. Because you got to remember, there's a young attack at PSG. PSG have tried to recreate a young team, and he's the leader of that pack. And I didn't see that leadership quality in him. But you know what? Football, you know what I mean? Football's a humbler, and he's come through, man, and he deserves it, man. The story's mad. Deserves it. Absolutely. Yeah, the Liverpool fan base, understandably so, are up in arms about the 4th position, which is a bit wild, but whatever. We know about the...
What was it? Dembele, Yamal, Rafinha, Salah?
No.
No, Rafinha was 5th.
Coutinho.
Yeah, 3rd.
Oh, Coutinho. Okay.
Coutinho was 3rd. Yeah,
Yeah,
Coutinho.
Yeah. But here's what it is. Who cares? I'm not that bothered, to be honest with you. If he won, it would have been amazing. I knew I told you lot he's never going to win the Ballon d'Or. Never. If he's not going to win it with the numbers that he put up last season, he's not going to recreate those numbers again. So that dream's over. But yeah, Dembele deserves it. So there's no calm from that side.
Yeah.
The Ballon d'Or is a bit wild, you know, at the minute. I think it's just gone a bit mad last few years. Everything seems to be controversial. Usually it's like there's always a one outstanding player in it. Or is that just because Messi and Ronaldo ran away with it for so many years?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it was a bit, like I say, the Rodri thing, and then they were saying Vinny should have won it, and I was like, really? And then now they're saying Yamal, and I was against Yamal winning it. I thought Dembele would have won it. I even thought Rafinha had a chance of winning it. You know, I think he's his story, you know, going from Leeds to Barcelona. Yeah. I thought that, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I mean, is it going to lose its shine, that trophy? Because that's what they've got to be careful of, you know what I mean? Losing its prestige, you know?
I wanted to mention.
I agree with that.
Do you guys agree? Yeah, because I said this earlier on a video that when you look at the Ballon d'Or historically, do you all feel like the levels have dropped in terms of like who actually wins the Ballon d'Or? Like these are good players. Dembele's class. Looking at the short list, even there, Lamine Yamal I think is on his way to doing something mad as well. But I don't know. It feels like it's not as prestigious as it once was.
Football's fallen off though, isn't it? So I think that goes hand in hand.
Yeah, we've done a few videos.
I've still seen my ass with Ireland. I've still seen my ass over it. I openly admitted it. I've well seen my ass over it.
Well, when Messi won it,
if I'm a young lad though, and I did what he did that season, hit the numbers, won the treble, did all that, and then they're giving it out. I call Messi. Well, Messi won the World Cup. I'm like, well, come on, man. How are these young kids supposed to dream, man? When they're hitting numbers like that and they can't get it over the line. And then the other night, all they were waxing on about was Dembele winning the treble. But the other year when Haaland won the treble, it wasn't nothing about that. You know what I mean? So
it's because Messi's first World Cup, in it. The story behind it, the fact that I know we debated who had the biggest impact in the World Cup for Argentina, but he was there getting some crucial goals. I think it was fitting, man, that Messi got it. I ain't gonna lie to you, like. He had a good season. Haaland did. Listen, I think Haaland is it's one of them ones where he's just coming against an absolute animal in Messi.
Came up against an immovable object, unfortunately.
Yeah,
it happens.
Exactly.
It happens.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, man. You know what I mean? Now, if a Haaland done that now, easily, Haaland, Ballon d'Or, no question, man. But it was unfortunate he came up against Messi, man. That's just the.
But like I say, the politics involved are the Super Ballon d'Or, which Real Madrid have got for Di Stefano, whoever it was. There was talk about Messi getting that season, and then the Real Madrid smacked asses, seeing their ass over it. I was like, they just want that for themselves, you know what I mean? Over there, you know what I mean? But like I say, the way Real Madrid acted as well, the year after. The whole Vinny Jr. thing, the way the club conducted itself, they don't care about that award. Surely to God, you know what I mean? They didn't even send the players there. So it's all about, I don't know. I think the last few years it has been tainted. I think Younes is right. I don't think the level of football is where it was. And at the minute, like you say, it's a bit like, you know?
Yeah, it is. But yeah, worth discussing at the very least, and I think everyone agrees that Dembele deserves it. So it's one of those times that it goes to who deserves it. And the Messi Ronaldo era did, you know, change it up because they were so clear of everyone that, you know, now football is more maybe balanced, you can call it. Year in, year out, there might be someone else that takes the lead in terms of the headlines. yeah, it's going to get this whole popularity contest more than anything. But all right, cool. Keep it moving. That's the only real news to talk about outside the League Cup. Everyone went through in the League Cup. Yeah, everyone went through. Nothing.
Yeah, some of us are in the League Cup.
Again, yeah, we've done this with the Champions League last week.
Scraped through as well.
Who scraped?
Yeah, exactly. Some of us scraped through. Some of us got our shirts out, started doing Messi celebrations and that.
They know who they are. They know who they are. Some of us who scraped through, they're appearing as guests on today's show. Yeah.
Guests, is that plural or
guests?
Well,
guests.
You'd like to win that Mickey Mouse trophy, wouldn't you, bro?
I mean, when was the last time you've won it? Yeah, haven't you lost something like
2015.
how many finals have you lost in succession?
How many finals have you played?
Oh, so is that what we're doing now? We're celebrating finals played. Is that what we're doing?
That's what you lot have done.
You lot have fallen off. Jesus Christ! Wow.
Why?
Wow, I've seen it all. Wow. A man said, how many finals have you played? As if yeah, man. I won.
He said I won.
One Europa League final. He's giving it the big one.
I ain't even talking about giving it the big one, because I know you would have said it in your. In fact, I know you said it in your review of that game. I know Matisse said it. I know every single Chelsea fan said it. You, man, were jazz. You were jazz. That's all.
Do you agree?
Nah.
Nah. And in answer to Saeed's little dig at Hugo Ekitike, he's a young lad. He just thought Isak's getting all the glory scored. He thought, let me remind people I'm here too. But he got slapped on the wrist. He got a red card. He now misses Palace. And there's rumors are that he's getting fined 2 weeks' wages. And Slot called him an idiot. So our manager takes responsibility, unlike other managers we might be discussing on today's show, who talks in riddles and creates weird scenarios in his head, gets text messages of CEOs all around the world.
I thought
it was AI. I swear to you guys, I thought it was AI. I thought the video was AI. And then people were like, no, that's real. I thought someone's done a mock-up. You know, you can do mock-up AI videos these days, technology.
Yeah.
And then people were saying, no, he said that. He actually said, you know what I mean? The players and the managers and the CEOs that were texting me saying, what did you do to City? I was like, what the fuck, man.
Do you know what makes that even worse? Yeah. Last season, they beat us 5-1. So if he'd have come out with that then I'd have thought,
made sense.
Yeah, what have you done to City? But
made sense.
To score a last second equaliser, I think he's lost the plot. I am starting to see a bit of weakness there now with him. I think he's the pressure's getting to him now. He's getting to him now. You know what I mean? We know he's a weirdo anyway, with speakers and light bulbs and shit. But this is just like
since the expectation has been on him, he was under pressure a couple of times when he was a rookie coming up, learning his trade. But now the expectations on him, and you're one of the highest paid managers in the world. This is the first time. At end of last season too, if you remember, after Champions League, he came out with a couple of comments that we would have.
What do you think about this one though? When you saw this, Turkish, like obviously you saw it. Please tell me, because we weren't there to see your reaction. We love watching your reaction.
I'm about to tell you if you stop shouting in the middle of my sentence.
What did you do?
What did I do? Words to me is one thing, isn't it? He sounds like he's going mad. But at the end of the day, for me, all I need to see is on the pitch something change. He's under pressure. He's cracking in terms of some of the questions being asked of him. First time in this situation, like I said, he's under pressure. The expectations there. And yeah, I didn't like what he said after the Champions League last year. I don't like what he said this week either. But will he change against Newcastle? We'll see. That's what it comes down to.
What do you want him to? What you mean change? What do you want him to change? Do you think he's got to be more offensive? Because I don't see again. Newcastle's got a very good midfield, by the way. So I feel and they're physical. Bruno Guimaraes, Joe Linton. I feel like they're physical. So I feel like he's not going to change that midfield against Newcastle.
They do, but we've lost a fair few games against Newcastle in a row now. I think it's what 3 out of the last 4, or maybe 4 out of the last, because the Carabao Cup we lost home and away.
If you played Eze in the 10 and you went in Newcastle and got bullied and got physically beat up in the middle of the park, the fans would be saying, why didn't he play the defensive midfielders in there and get a grip of the game? So I that's what I don't know. Is that what's the narrative from Arsenal? What do you think? Is it he's got to let the handbrake off and you've got to go for it? Or
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he does, because we've been physical against Newcastle. That's their game, and we haven't come out with a win. So what do you change from last year? What do you change from last week? The answer's the same. Go loosen up a little bit. Against Newcastle, we've tried the physicality side of things, and we've been bullied. Over the last couple of years. The last time we beat them was probably the last time we actually went and tried to play football against them. That was at the end of the season, couple of seasons ago, 2-0 at St. James Park. And Arteta even came out. James reminded me today. He came out that day and said, "Listen, you can't go physical against Newcastle. That's their remit." So 2 years on, I expect now him to, I don't think that, this whole, if he doesn't play them 3 now, is the whole defensive unit going to crumble? If it is, then I'm sorry, that is very, very poor. And there's more problems. There's more problems than I would have thought, because my problems lie in attack. If you're telling me you take one man out of this and then defensively we become susceptible, then I'm sorry, it's not. It's even worse than I thought. You can play an Eze who works hard. Eze works hard as a baller, and he's here to prove himself as well. You can play him. If Odegaard's fit, okay, Odegaard does that as well. He needs to improve on his attacking side. Manieri is the one where I would have played Manieri against City. Newcastle away, maybe not. But we've got enough options. Martinelli's banging, so maybe he can come in and then, do. I don't know. But in that midfield, I feel like we need to see a different combination now. And that's not necessarily Marino out. This is not just a Marino issue. It's not on him. It's on Mikel and the combinations he's using. Because Marino is not as bad a midfielder as he's looked in the system he's being used in my opinion. He's not a great midfielder, but I think he's a good midfielder. But at times he barely looks good for us because, it's just not suiting him. And in turn, it's not suiting the attack. So Arteta, look, he's saying some nonsense in the press conferences, and it's annoying. Did
you say he's a good midfielder?
Marino's a good midfielder, bro.
Marino.
Yeah.
I don't think he is. Not for you. I don't think he is.
No. But I'm not talking. But it's not for. I'm saying, what is he? He's a good midfielder. For us, he hasn't been yet.
At what though? What's he good at?
He's just like, if we actually played a bit more, with a higher tempo in the midfield, he can keep things ticking. He's shown it for Spain.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can, bro.
What's he doing for Spain?
So
he scores goals. That's what he does. He's a box crasher. He scores goals. I'm not even.
He's got nothing.
I ain't even calling him bad.
I ain't even calling him. He's a squad player for Spain, but he must have something about him to be at times starting for Spain or being in the squad for Spain. And don't get it twisted. His box crashing is probably the main thing, because I think that attribute of his quality at that. But in terms of midfielder, he's a good midfielder, bro. Good. I didn't say great. I didn't say amazing. He's a good midfielder.
Yeah, but that's what I'm asking. At what?
Bro, I just said if we play with a higher tempo, he can fit in that 8 role. He's a CM. He's essentially a CM, a double pivot.
Yeah, but you keep saying he can fit in. I'm asking to do what? What?
He can move.
Is it passing? Is it dribbling? What's he doing?
His passing is good enough to play the 8. Good. Are you telling me he's not good, bro?
I don't think he is. I don't think he's awful either.
You think Marino's not good?
Depends how you use him, man. It's better how you use him. Spain, they get the best out of him. Arteta, that's the issue now. Arteta's not getting the best out of him, and that's the problem. He's asking Marino to do a lot. When you say Arteta's not getting the best out of him, when you say Arteta's not getting the best out of him, in midfield.
Yeah, but that's my point.
Yeah,
that's my point. Yeah. He's not the position he's being played in. That's not his position. Fair, agreed. Marino can win duels, right? Physically in the air, can win duels, and then he contesting aerial duels. Sorry, and then he can make good runs into the box. And I actually think he's got a decent strike on him as well with his left foot. But what I'm saying is, as a midfielder, when he's playing deeper in the Premier League, from what I've seen, he gets pressed too easily when he's receiving the ball in deeper parts of the pitch. And I don't even think he's he's not a terrible passer, but he's not like a conductor either. Like when we talk about good midfielders, I don't think he's a good midfielder. I'm not coming here and telling you he's awful, but I just don't think he's good. But anyway, I don't want to sidetrack from that. I wanted to stick on
because better midfielders are not shining under this system.
Yeah,
that's the original. That's why I say it's not about Marino. Marino's a good midfielder. Zubimendi and Rice are great midfielders in their own right, but they've been as non-existent as Marino at times in games across this season. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get exactly what you're saying, and that's the point I was going to make to Steve. I'm like, yeah, if they lose and they get beat up physically, bruh, like. One, I think that's highly unlikely because there will still be enough players on the pitch for Arsenal to compete physically. It's more about what they do in possession. Like Newcastle, we know how they're going to play against Arsenal. They do it all the time. Every single time Newcastle play against Arsenal, they're setting up to contain and hit Arsenal on the break. I think it was like they'll play maybe two banks of four, or they'll double, triple up on Saka. Like they know what they need to do to try and stop Arsenal from scoring. So if you're Arsenal, you already know the back four set. He's gonna play Rice and Zubimendi. That should be enough to give you the defensive sort of stability that you want. The rest should be go attack, go kill the game, and win the game of football for Arsenal.
I think they all three in their own right are good players. In fact, Rice and Zubimendi are brilliant, very good players. Right? I think all three of them are good. I think the problem is putting them all into a system and getting the best out of them as a team, as a unit, as a three, so they can do a certain job. So if you was going to Bilbao, for example, or even Anfield, and you need to go and nullify the opposition, then that's your three. But the fact that he's playing them in pretty much all your games, whether it's I don't know, West Ham at home or Man City away, that's the problem. And I think they're too much alike because there's just no vision and creativity. Apart from Zubimendi from a deeper role, the 2 8s become Mourinho and Rice, and I just don't think they've got that creativity and vision or trickery to make a difference. And Toby's right. 2 is enough. 2 of them, you could pick any 2 of them and they'll be more than enough to anchor your midfield, so to speak. But I don't even know if Newcastle away is the team to bring in Martinelli and Eze and all this business, what Arsenal fans are suggesting. So I think his team selection this weekend will be, I'm interested to see how his brain works this weekend.
But why is it not a good game to bring those players in?
I think they've gone down that route where they've tried to play, and Newcastle will be ramped up, had a week off, haven't they?
But when?
They had a week off?
When have they gone to Newcastle since that win? Turkish is talking
I
about?
personally think.
When have they gone to Newcastle and gone to play?
I personally think, just my opinion, if he goes with that midfield against Newcastle, they don't lose.
But it's not about losing; they need to win.
But this is what we're saying, isn't it? He goes with that midfield. He's not going to lose. They should be going to Newcastle to win.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is now. Yeah, but guys, what I meant from that is I don't think they lose. Then there's the rest. Then the rest is up to a magical moment from one of the 3 up front or whoever else to get a goal. Because I don't see them losing, and they can win the game from that foundation base.
Zubimendi Rice is more defensive and capable to allow a 10 in front of it, in my opinion. You've got Zubimendi and Rice in there. I've seen a Rodri win the league with Man City and sit there on his own with 2 people in front of him. But I think he's overcautious. I get where the fans are coming from. But what I think is the big problem, when I spoke about Gyökeres in games being locked up by the centre-back and then sometimes having to be used as a battering ram to create extra space for your midfield to kill. Yeah, I don't see killers in the midfield. This is what I'm saying. Zubimendi, Rice, Marino, they're not going to kill. And they also don't offer that creativity for Gyökeres. I think I always seen Odegaard as being in there with them 2 behind him. And I thought Odegaard's got that little ball. He can keep it fluid around the front 3. What I've seen against City was a lot of the time it was very, very side to side. Bit like, I've seen it before with City with Kovacic, Gundogan. It's side to side. you're just crying out for someone to play that killer pass in between. And City look comfortable for long periods of time. And I think Newcastle will be the same. I think that's why Arsenal fans are getting frustrated. You look at the attack and it just looks disjointed. It's almost like you're a cog missing in a machine. So you get it so far, and then that's not there to activate the next bit. So I'd be interested to see what he plays.
I think a lot of it is, some of it you can put to team selection, like last week. Like there are certain players that just shouldn't be playing in specific positions, like Marino, and maybe when you look at Trossard, why is he starting instead of some of the options you had off the bench? But like, it comes down to the manager, because Zubimendi, he's literally been brought to pass. Like we've seen it with our own eyes for Spain pre-season. We've even seen it this season. That guy is a fantastic passer of the ball. If he needs to play it early, he will play it early. He's good at fizzing the ball into the final third. If Arsenal have an issue moving the ball slowly or quickly through the thirds, it's because the manager is deliberately instructing them to play that way. It is. There are some cases you can make from maybe like a Declan Rice or whatnot, where, okay, can you move the ball quicker? But Rice can carry the ball, for example. He can carry the ball. When you watch Arsenal, there's a lack of fluidity sometimes when they play. And I feel like players are under far too much instruction. There's not much off the cuff combination play, like moving pieces around to unsettle the defense. You don't really see that. The winger gets the ball and he has to take on 3-4 players. The midfielders get the ball. They can only stay in specific zones. The fullbacks, they rarely overlap they rarely overlap or underlap. Like there's a problem there that the manager is basically, how can I put it? The manager is instilling on the squad. Like you look at the game against Man City, if they had Eze there to start that game, they probably win that game of football, because automatically you have someone in between the lines ready to receive the ball. Zubimendi has an option to pass into, someone who can take the ball, delete 2-3 players, find Trossard, find this player, find that player. I don't know, man.
You would argue though.
Yeah, it is on Mikel to get, because look, Port Vale. Forget the opposition for a sec. Look at the team we played. We played Nwaneri, we played Eze, both in midfield. We still didn't. We had 2 shots on target first half, one being the goal, and we had 2 shots on target in the second half. You know, but like it's still, and this was against Port Vale with Nwaneri and Eze in midfield, with a Martinelli who's come off the bench twice in a row to win us the game centrally, hugging the touchline on the left again. You know, there's a bigger problem. It's the Arteta's failing to coach the attack, and by that I mean a well-oiled attack creates chances at the bare minimum. Before then, you worry about, is someone putting it in the back of the net or is someone not putting it in the back of the net. That's why with Gyökeres, I can't judge him yet, because he ain't missing chances. He missed one against Port Vale, by the way, but that was the one time it went into Dowman, and Dowman round the corner without thinking, no touches, put him through on goal. That was the first time since Calafiori put him through against Leeds that I've seen an Arsenal player actually put him through instinctively, because that's what Steve's talking about. We've got to tailor it to him as well. He's got to get used to us, but at the same time, he's a bagsman coming into a team that has, you know, struggled to create chances. So Mikel has to find that solution. He has to find the solution to create more chances. We are a defensive beast, and if finding solutions costs us a couple more goals, then so be it right now. Because at this moment in time, even 30 minutes in, Port Vale started having a bit more about them. They didn't do nothing. But when you have possession and there's no threat, the opposition team are going to start thinking, we can do something here. That's literally happened in about 80% of our games across the past season and a half. In the games we've dropped points in. So for me, I think Newcastle's if he played Eze against City, I'd understand Marino going back in against Newcastle. Horses for courses. I'd get it. Because he played Marino against City, dropped points. I mean, you do that again, it ain't looking good.
But this is Arteta, isn't it? Arteta is like overcautious. I think we all know the answer because it's clear. I think, but I don't think he's gonna want to do what I think everyone here would suggest, which is actually just release the Arsenal attack. Because if you do, I honestly think Arsenal, just like you're asking for, Arsenal just go out to score more goals, which they're more than capable of. If you're playing the right personnel and you're playing, you know, you're utilizing Eze, you're utilizing even Martinelli coming off the bench. He's making a difference. But overall, they've got enough firepower there to really put teams on the back foot, and they don't do that enough. Man City in that game shocked me because of how brilliant they were defensively. Like, they decided to park a double decker, right? And I never thought I'd see the day that Pep would turn to that. And he even turned about talking about how he wanted to play on the counter attack for the first time because he gets criticized about playing on the front foot and winning games that way. That's how Newcastle play, but Newcastle like to be even more physical. So the only way for Arsenal to actually try and get something is to not be scared of conceding, because Arsenal have a decent defense, but they're lethal in attack. If you just let the shackles off, I think they can kill anyone. But Arteta's not going to do it. We've seen it for 5 years. He's just not going to do it. And I think that's going to be his downfall. The fact he's facing pressure already, I think that's going to be his downfall.
We want to see it, bro. Honestly, we want to see it. Go on, Saeed.
Now, I was going to say, like, we're talking about Mourinho. I think probably this is the best game for Mourinho, man, in that midfield three.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Against Newcastle's midfield three. Because Tonali, Joe Linton, they're not coming to play football, guys, man. They're going to make that an absolute, it's just going to be like duels need to be won 50-50. So you would argue this is a perfect game for Mourinho at that midfield three you're talking about. You know what I mean? It's funny how you say it, but like Eze is going to play on the left-hand side, and you're going to need, like, it's going to be an ugly game, bro. I think Newcastle are not there to play football. You know what I mean? Yeah, they have got Walter Madder and Gordon's back and whatnot, but they'll take a draw right now if you gave it them, bro. They're just going to make it ugly.
Newcastle. Newcastle think they can win.
Yeah, they can think they win, but they know what their game is about, bro. It's about stifling the opposition, winning the duels, making it ugly. You know what I mean?
I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying, would if you offer Arsenal a draw?
No, they can't. No draws for Arsenal, bro. Are you mad? Okay. Arsenal got to win.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, Arsenal got to win this game, man. So
okay.
I can see it being really, really a slugfest. I really can. You know what I mean? But that's where, you know, when you say get a 1-0, take it back, you know what I mean? This is the kind of ground, man. Liverpool, it wasn't pretty. You know what I mean? You rarely see Eddie Howe at home get battered. I can't remember the last time Eddie Howe was battered at home. I don't know if anyone can remember. You know what I mean? They're very, very competitive at home at the Newcastle St. James's Park. Away from home is a different story, but at home, I can't remember last time getting battered. You know what I mean?
Somebody cooked them at home last season. Somebody did.
Turkish about the long throw-ins and drying the ball and all that shit. Do you think are you asked about that? Do you think the throw-in should be thrown back into play quick to keep the ball moving, to put City under? Because I thought when you got them throw-ins, I thought it'd give us a breather, because the ball, we were getting stretched when you had the ball, and our lads were fucked. And I thought when he got them long throw-ins and he's taking ages, I'm thinking we're set up right here, we're big at the back, and we've got Donnarumma who can come and just collect it. And I thought it was a bit weird. I thought, for me, if I'm chasing a goal and putting it on City, I'm getting the throw-ins in quick and fast and just trying to catch City cold. I thought it was a bit weird. Even with the corners, it doesn't seem to be, it works against certain teams, but it was just like, oh, we know what you're going to do now. You're all going to stand at the back post, and just as he's about to take it, you all run into the middle and get your man. But I thought City dealt with it pretty well. But what are the Arsenal fans stressed about that kind of tactics he's doing? You know what I mean? Because it's sort of like, I don't know, contradicts himself. He talks about the fluidity of the team and wanting to play this attractive football, but then you get a throw in and you're wasting 2 minutes while they're drying the ball and then launching a big missile in the box. It's a bit mad.
We've been wasting time for a long time.
Just to play like devil's advocate, what if this is just Arteta saying, you know what, we've had a tough start, let's be just difficult to beat for now. And then when we need to play the teams that we can beat, slowly bed in their style of play and what they're about.
That's what we've pretty much said the past 2 seasons. That's what's frustrating.
I hear it, but I'm thinking Newcastle, Man City, United. Who else play Forest at home? It is a tough start. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a tough start. Maybe
it's 13 points behind by then.
Hey,
it doesn't help that Liverpool have been flawless in terms of points.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. Liverpool has been flawless.
Okay. Of course, but that's what you got to deal with.
But it's not even okay. It's not an easy start, but like when you look at what they did in the summer, when you look at the squads they've had and the moments they've had in certain games where the opportunity is there to literally go for the jugular and they don't do it, then you can't even give them the sympathy of, oh yeah, it's a tough start. Yes, it is a tough start, but this is literally the purpose of why you assembled the squad that you did.
I agree.
So you can navigate your way through these tough moments. Like you'd have much more sympathy if you actually went for it, but he hasn't gone for it in some of these games, bro. Like, and unfortunately for him, yes, you've only lost one game in the Prem so far this season, but when you know what's at stake, it really is fine margins in some of these moments, and your lack of what's the word I'm looking for? Your lack of aggression and ruthlessness in these moments will cost your team. And listen, long may it continue. Honestly, long may it continue. Play Marino,
yeah, of course
play
you'd say
Trossard.
that.
Then it's more episodes I get to come on here and we get to cuss Turkish because they don't win it. Please continue doing it. But I don't think we can give him that excuse with this squad at the moment, even with the
I
injuries.
genuinely don't
really
think it's bad. I genuinely don't think it's bad as the narrative is being built by the media and everything. Like, I get it. On the whole, it's bad because you have to look at the 5 years or 6 years.
I didn't say it's bad. I said it's not good enough.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah,
No, on top of that,
but there is a media narrative or social media narrative, you might be able to call it whatever, that it's, you know, it's on the brink of collapsing. It's not, and he knows it as well. There was a certain bit of, and I know I cussed him about his press conference or whatever it was, the interview he done, or whatever, but the rest of it was quite calm and focused, and he was cracking jokes about, I might release the handbrake, about what's the young guy's name, Ballon. Yeah, I might play him, you know, I might put on the handbrake or something like that. So he's cracking jokes, he's relaxed about it. I just think it's because you're looking at the 6 years as a whole and thinking, yo, we need to win it, man. What the hell? City's down. Liverpool got new players. There's still our chance. We can still get in there. Otherwise, these teams are going to come back and we're going to be one of the pack again.
No, but it's also
I think it's a fair factor.
It's also your form, though, because if you had drawn or lost one game in the first 5, which, you know, we could all say at the beginning of the season, you know, maybe not likely to happen, but could happen, then we're talking a 3-point difference right now. A 2 or 3 point difference, right? If you had lost one or drawn one, at a 2 or 3 point difference, when we've played you at Anfield and we've just played City, even though it's at home and the point's better for them than it is us, it'd look a lot better. But you lot have won it all. You can go 8 points clear by Saturday night. If we drop points, it's a 3-game swing. And
but this is where your squad, though, Turkish, comes in, because I feel like your squad is ready for the season. I don't know if Liverpool's squad is ready.
It's Arteta right now.
No, I hate Arteta. Liverpool's squad, I don't think is ready for the whole season. I still think they've got problems in their team in terms of, you know, the squad depth. I think Arsenal's is there to tackle the whole season. Therefore, Arsenal are in a better position this year than Liverpool in that aspect. Okay, Arteta is still going to be the difference maker in our slot, but I do believe when Liverpool get 1 or 2 injuries, it's like, whoa, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Well, you know, you got to bring on Chiesa and them, man. Whereas Arsenal can bring on a Madueke, can bring on, you know what I mean, whoever's on the bench, Trossard, Martinelli, and then it's like, whoa, we got a tight race here. And then psychologically, all of a sudden, bang, it's in Arsenal's face.
Saeed makes a great point. We have to bring on Chiesa, you know, who's won the Euros with Italy.
No, but
for Juve, you know.
Maybe I give a poor example, but you get my point.
Scored a winner against Bournemouth, 2 assists the other day. Yeah, it's
not the depth that Arsenal got, though. Are you guys saying Chiesa?
You just compared Chiesa to Trossard. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
Listen, Chiesa's got his qualities, but at the same time,
I agree with you about Arsenal squad. I agree with you about Arsenal squad, though.
Yeah,
I just, you know what I mean, but that was just a cheap shot for no reason. But it's game. It's game.
I don't think it's a cheap shot.
The game's the game.
Is better.
I agree.
Yeah,
but Chiesa, yeah.
Trossard's been better than Chiesa for like 2 and a half.
That's what I'm saying.
Years.
I don't
understand why that rattled you.
I know why did that rattle you?
I'm okay, man. I'm okay up here. I'm okay.
15 minutes last year.
Chiesa, bro.
I'm just saying I'm okay up here with Chiesa. I'm okay up here with Chiesa. Up here with Chiesa, I'm okay.
I don't think you're okay, man. It's okay to not be okay.
I'm okay up here with Chiesa.
Saeed.
Yeah.
Saeed, well done.
Oh, man, listen, man,
Nowhere.
it's normal, man. It's normal. You know what I mean?
Let
What
me
time
do.
takes in that?
Let me do some super chats. Let me go scroll up to the top. Let me get the Arsenal ones in first. Melanin06 says, even if Arteta wins Carabao or FA Cup, he needs to go like Ange and Ten Hag. He's done well, but he's not the guy to take us over the line. Hashtag release the handbrake. Shamar says, thoughts on the presidents, coaches, CEOs, Avengers, and the Justice League reaching out to Arteta to congratulate him on the 1-1 draw.
But that was funny. I can't lie.
Yeah, it's all mad. I was this close to making a vid and I just said, nah, let me leave it, man. Kyle says, Arteta is stubborn with his favourites. He won't play Ranieri in the Prem car. He wants to keep Odegaard in the team, as Ranieri will outshine him if he plays. He's holding him back. Do you, man, agree? I mean, I don't know about the reasoning behind it, but Ranieri should have got more minutes, in my opinion, with Odegaard being out, especially. And even with him being there, with his form over the last year and, you know, through some games this season, I still expect Ranieri to get a bit more. But yeah, he's recently signed a new contract, so hopefully those chances come. Let me look for the Arsenal ones. Conrad says, Marino is a highly technical CM cam. Arteta is still trying to find his best team. Calm down, clowns. It's 5 games in.
Oh, I love the clowns bit.
And Melanin back again. What evidence are Arsenal fans relying on to hope Arteta will change? He's been playing haram ball for 3 months. He's been good, but we need to move on. Vish says, Turk told you on the call in Arsenal ain't winning shit with Arteta. Finishing above Chelsea ain't a trophy. We are bad this season. Still watch us win a trophy and Arsenal finish second again. It's the history of Arsenal. He's arguing with himself. I don't care about finishing above Chelsea. I think he's average, says HW, but he's good in the air, half turn and box crashing. Harsh truth is, as an attacking 8, him and Rice are as average as each other.
I agree with all that.
Microwave Palmer says the only Arsenal players who attack more directly are the ones who have spent less time with or around Arteta. Dalman, Ranieri, Gyökeres, Eze. He's a dementor for attackers. Suck the joy out of attacking.
Nah, sorry. Calling someone a dementor is actually insane.
That one's for Steve. I'll save that. Aways Mohammed says, I don't think Arteta knows how to manage big squads. He's comfortable with small squads.
Squads
Why
are
is man squatting?
I know he done it twice. I'm thinking,
Why are you squatting, bro? Don't miss leg day.
All right, cool. Actually, wait, let me scroll down quickly. I don't get this Arteta pylon, says Anib, sorry. No team has looked good this season. City's performances against Wolves was scary. Apart from that, no one has impressed. But we haven't moved on to the other teams.
I agree with that point, though. I think
he's right.
No one's really impressed. Yeah.
And you can look at that 2 ways.
Arteta doesn't help himself though when he's talking about CEOs and Avengers and.
Yeah, it just keeps. Yeah, it's a bit of fuel.
You're bringing that on yourself. Yeah.
Odio says, why isn't Martinelli being used as a striker? His goals against Madrid, Bilbao, and City are striker-like. Always thought he would be a good striker. I thought he was going to be striker against Port Vale. I thought Marino would be in midfield with Ranieri and Eze on the left, but it happened that Marino was up top. It is what it is. Kevin says, at the moment, I think the fear of missing out is much more present on our fan base than the players and the manager. If we get to March with Liverpool not missing a beat and us lacking, that will be another story.
I don't know what it means, but what does fear of missing out mean? I don't get it. What does that mean?
Missing out on the title race, maybe. If you're saying wait till March, maybe the fear of not being there come that time. I don't, but he's not giving his opinion on that fear though. That is what it is. In my opinion, title race starts January, February, and everything up until it's the prelims. You got to do what you need to do to make sure you are there, and then we'll see who's in the race. But I don't know. I don't know his underlying point. Twinny says Liverpool are so thin at centre back. Leone ACL has left them with 3 senior centre backs, and 2 of them are injury prone in Konate and Gomez. I don't know if they make it to January. Mad. Interesting indeed. That's the super chats on Arsenal in. Let's do predictions. Let me bring up the table because I didn't, I wasn't on the last show to show you, but here it is. Reminder: TOBS didn't get his predictions in on time, so he forfeited the weekend. He's bottom with 8 points. SAEED and GRIZZ just above on 11 points, 1 correct score each. I've got 12 points, 1 correct score. Matisse has got 15 points with 3 correct scores, and Steve is still top, 20 points, 2 correct scores, but 2 chips used. So that is the order of play. Steve, Newcastle versus Arsenal.
1-1.
Oof.
1-1. Matisse has gone with. Oh shit! Wait, where am I? Oh, there we go. Matisse has also gone 1-1. Eunice, what are you going for?
I'm going 2-1 Newcastle for the Bents.
2-1, yeah. All right, cool. I'm going 2-1 Arsenal. GRIZZ?
2-1 Arsenal.
SAEED?
Yeah, same, man. 2-1 Arsenal.
And TOBS?
Yep, same. 2-1 Arsenal.
Lord.
Okay.
After all that, 4 of us have
2-1.
gone Arsenal wins.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's going to be a tight game, but,
I didn't say they were going to lose.
But the thing is, prediction versus tactical, and it's different.
I'm on to you, brother.
What do you mean? Well, I'm saying we're just talking about the dynamics of the game, and
But on a side note, though, before we move on from Arsenal, this Saliba news, I'm not gonna lie to you, massively.
yeah, that's a big one, man.
See, us signing that contract, it means more than just a contract, because I've lived through eras in this stadium of us selling our biggest players, contracts being used and abused and run down, and I've seen letters from ex-great players and comments from young OGs that Saliba contract for me, coupled up with the Saka one, which I've always been kind of more comfy with. I think Saka will sign. I thought the Saliba one, this is going to be a big one. Will he run it down? Is the club, if Ornstein's right, and more often than not with Arsenal he is right, and this contract till 2030 is signed, it's massive news. Outside looking in, any thoughts?
I think I mean, at first, remember the whole rumor of Real Madrid wanting to try and get him on a free. It looks like that shifted to Konate now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So the coast is clear for him to sign a new deal, really. I'm not surprised if Saliba stays.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's big. Because that was the whole risk, wasn't it? Like, if you don't win, you'll lose some of your players. They're running down, potentially running down contracts. So to see someone who's unfortunately one of the best defenders on the planet sign fresh terms, it's big for you lot. It's definitely big, and at least it allows you to know that he's here for the long term and you can build off of him. So
Gabriel signed in the summer as well.
He's probably said in I want to see the ambition of the club, and then they've gone out there and bought the players that they needed to buy. So there's no excuse from the player. The club can say, look, there's a new contract. We've shown you the ambition. We've signed Eze, we've signed Madueke, we've signed Gyökeres. We just need you to sign. We're building something. So he's probably gone, fair enough. He's probably, listen, it's not many places better to play football than Arsenal. He's probably settled there. They are building, they are good. So you've got to be careful what you wish for. You know what I mean? You look at Trent now, he's gone to Real Madrid. I know he's getting little niggles and stuff, but it's not always rosy in the garden. And I think Saliba's got plenty of time. And like you say, if he wins stuff with Arsenal and he's signed a long-term contract in the building, then it just shows that the club are going places. You know what I mean? They're going places. Liverpool lost Trent, and probably Liverpool fans are panicking. And then Liverpool's gone out there and bought Isak and all the players and Verts and that. And the fans have forgot about that shit now. But Saliba's a great player, and it's a big, like you say, it's a big positive for the club.
Yeah, him and Gabriel now locked down better. Them 2 contracts sorted. Nanieri, Lewis Skelly contract sorted. It's just Saka's left. That one gets wrapped up, then enjoy Christmas, mate. But let's keep it moving. 49:50 on the clock. Hit the like button, people. 5K in the building. Let's get to 2,000 likes. Let's subscribe to the Big Six Clips channel as well, people. That's active. It's live. Videos have been coming out. I say videos, clips. It's clips. You know what that channel's all about. So go subscribe there. And individual links all in the description as well. We're all doing stuff. So make sure you subscribe, people. Let's keep it moving. I think the next most tasty fixture is probably Crystal Palace Liverpool. GRIZZ.
I say so. Rerun of the Charity Shield final. Palace unbeaten in 17. I thought it was 13, man, but I was told 17. I thought, wow. Like, apart from Liverpool and Man City and maybe Arsenal, who's put a run like that, guys? Has anyone else put a run like that in the Premier League? Premier League teams?
Is it unbeaten in 17 in the Premier League?
In all comps, isn't it?
Oh, it's all
comps. Yeah, it's all comps.
Oh,
Yeah,
all comps.
all
So,
comps,
okay.
not league.
Okay, so all comps. So, beg your pardon. Still
strong
for a squad like Palace's, which is not deep, and especially after the losses they've had. They're the form team, man. Obviously, we don't like Glasner at the moment because he stopped Gahey coming to join us on the last day. But say what you want about him, he's turned that club around. He's playing a brand of football that suits every single individual in that team. You could say that, you know, that back three, for example, Gahey, Lacroix, and Richards, not household names, yet probably the three most organized, know their role players outside of Arsenal and Liverpool's centre backs. Like, how good are they? The whole unit. You guys know how much I rate Munoz on the right back. I think he's top 5 fullbacks in the country. I think he's brilliant. They got consistent Mitchell on the other side, who's not amazing, but he's consistent. And then we know about the midfield, man. Walton, gem, an absolute gem. And Mateta. So I personally believe it's the hardest game of our season so far. It's the hardest game of our season so far. Absolutely no doubt about it. And we're going to have to be on our A game to get anything out of this. We're not going to do a last minute winner or fluke this or be lucky, whatever. We have to be about our game because they will be about their game. And I think we will be. We made 11 changes in the midweek. Totally changed every team, every player. And it was calm. We got through in the end. A little bit of a scare, but we were never going to not go through. And Chiesa was fantastic. It was the best performance in a shirt for Chiesa. He was fantastic. He played like with a bit of arrogance, like I've played at levels that you guys haven't seen, man. And he was like that. He was like an adult in a, you know what I mean, like amongst kids playing playground football. And was as easy as his best game. This calls for him to start over Gakpo. I think Slot will start Gakpo. I think there's a decision to be made at right back. Do we play Szoboszlai at right back, who's been immense, or do we put him back in midfield? Frimpong had his worst game in a Liverpool shirt. Gomez won't start anyway. So yeah, there's a question mark in midfield. Who do you bring in? Gravenberch, McAllister, Wirtz, Szoboszlai. We've got to pick 3 out of the 4. So yeah, a couple of, and then obviously Ekitike gets suspended like an idiot. So the question mark is Isak starting? Is he ready to start 2 games in 3 days after, you know, non-preseason? So there's a few question marks about our selection, around our selection. But yeah, Palace away is always tough. We know. I don't need to tell you lot about Palace away. And the form they're in, I believe it's the hardest game of the season. Hardest game of the season so far.
Mm.
You know,
If I was him, I would start Chiesa. I would start Chiesa because I think he's actually.
In this sort of game, he might get bullied.
And so what? So what's the alternative? Gakpo in this current form just gets the ball and cuts inside and does the same thing. There's no imagination to it. He's not had a good start to the season. I think you play your informed players, and Chiesa is one of their informed players. And let's just call a spade a spade. Yeah. Listen, I know he came to Liverpool last year and he wasn't good, right? But let's just have it right. The best version of Chiesa beats the best version of Gakpo every day of the week. So if he's actually shown signs that he's returning to a steady level, you want to give him that opportunity to try and prolong that form as much as possible. So for me, what does Liverpool risk?
The best version of Chiesa is up there with anyone in the Premier League. but I don't know if we're going to get the best version of Chiesa ever again. Like, but he's been much better.
Yeah.
He was much better. He looks stronger. He looks fitter. You can tell last season was pretty much a whole season of preseason, if you know what I mean. Like, he just used last season to get into the pace and swing of things. And so far, every time he's been on the pitch, he's shown glimpses of the old Chiesa that you're talking about, Tobes. But whether he can do that on a consistent basis, only time will tell.
Agree. I'm just saying you may as well. When he's in form, you play him. I'm not saying he's going to.
I get that. I hear that.
Season, but you play him.
You utilize it. He's fit and he's in form. You utilize it. But I think Slot will go with Gakpo. I think he loves Gakpo.
I knew that was the problem, though.
Yeah, on top of that, it's Crystal Palace that need the attention here, I think, because it's not the same Palace like we've seen prior seasons. Or this is without question one of the most physical teams in the league, hands down. Like we talk about Newcastle right now and how
organized.
They're super organized. They're strong physically. They're aggressive. They don't give you much time. This is why you do need players that are going to put in a shift. I don't doubt Chiesa at all in terms of his ability on the ball, but physically, I don't know. Can he handle that against a team that are gonna not necessarily rough things up like we expect from a Newcastle, but they're gonna be in your face for the entire game and they're not gonna stop. They've got engines that just don't stop. This season they've been phenomenal in that area. So yeah, I do think maybe the most reliable probably be Gakpo, and I feel like maybe Slot will turn to him like you think, Grizz.
Are they unbeaten? How many games are they unbeaten, Crystal Palace?
17
in the league, I think it's like 11.
In the league,
17 no cup.
I think they're unbeaten. They're unbeaten in like 11 in the league.
Wow.
Yeah.
They lost
Fair
11.
play.
I agree with Eunice on the Chiesa thing. I don't think I'll be playing him at Sellers Park against Crystal Palace. I just don't. I think it's all right, Carabao Cups and the odd little cameo here and there, but it's going to be different. I think Slot knows what he's got with Chiesa. I think we all know he's not going to hit them levels. I think Grizzy's right. I don't think he's that player. Hence the reason why they got him so cheap. And he's been there a while and he shows the glimpses. You're always going to get glimpses. But for a team that's going to win the league, that has to be consistent and the standards are that high. I don't think he can hold that standard long enough to be effective in these games. I feel like he's going to be coming on with 20 minutes to go maybe, or especially at Anfield, I think it's a safe bet to get him on near the end of the game. But I think Palace, I think in my head, when I think about it, I can see a potential upset here. I can see Crystal Palace winning the game because I think Liverpool have been good, but they've also been conceding. And we've also seen little patches where you think they're not really been that good, you know? And I feel like Palace, the fans will be up for it. You know, it's one of the worst places. I don't like going to Palace. A, the ground's a shithole. And B, it's fucking just everything about the whole experience is shit. You know what I mean? It's just mad. But I think Crystal Palace might get a little bit of joy. That might be wishful thinking for me. But I think if they put it on Liverpool might, you know, find it tough there. And that's when I think everyone's got to be on it when you go to Palace.
That's why I mean.
We found out in the cup final. The Charity Shield, although it's a Charity Shield, they still held their own, and they're on this crest of a wave at the minute. They've won the FA Cup, they've won the Charity Shield, and the camp's buzzing. You know what I mean? Palace are dangerous, and I feel like they might just nick it. You know,
Mateta's. I've said it before. Mateta's given Konate and Virgil van Dijk the hardest game I've seen. Like he's really rattled them every time he plays them. So that's another thing. But it's mad because we've actually got a brilliant record there. Like everyone remembers Istanbul and everyone remembers the odd game here and there. But I personally have got 100% record there. Every time I go, we've won. I've been about 4 times to Palace the last 6-7 seasons. I can't go this Saturday. And everyone's saying, yo, man, we doing, man? I'm like, yeah, I can't go this Saturday. So may the force be with them without Grizz Khan. But I'm sure they'll be right. We need to pick the right team. I hear you, but we need to pick the right team. And I feel as though Slot has learned. Slot hates losing, you know, like obviously every manager hates losing, but Slot remembers his losses. He's only got a few. Yeah, but he remembers them even in the Charity Shield, and he refers back to them all the time. So I'm intrigued to see what he does differently, because Palace do give us a hard game in recent times. Charity Shield was proof. Anfield was proof. So, but at their ground, somehow we always win. And we end up winning quite comfortably usually. So it's a weird one, because you associate Palace away under the lights, as SAEED says, whatever time of day it is, under the lights. You know what I mean? It's a weird one, but we've actually got a good record there. But yeah, if we pull off 3 points against Palace, yeah, don't scared.
Is I mean,
It sets the
you've got
tone
the
for
players
Sunday.
to win.
It sets the tone for Sunday. If you lose,
Yeah,
I don't know what makes Sunday bigger. If Liverpool win or if Liverpool lose.
but yeah, any result.
No, if Liverpool
It's a big
win,
weekend.
Liverpool win.
Yeah,
No, it's a big weekend.
Yeah.
If we
If
lose,
Liverpool win,
if
all of
Liverpool
a
lose
sudden-
and we lose,
nah, it's a loss. It's one of them where Arsenal still need to win their games, bro. But if Liverpool win, oh my days, the pressure on Sunday for Arsenal becomes even
there's
huge.
the opportunity. You know,
By
it's
the
pressure,
way-
but it's also opportunity.
Yeah, opportunity. Yeah, but yeah. What did it say? Pressure. What did Arsenal tweet last time? I don't know.
pressure makes
I don't know
diamonds.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you know what I mean. So
What I'm gonna say though is massive downer on the midweek with the young centre back.
yeah, Leone.
Giovanni Leone. Bro,
Yeah.
he looked so good as well. Like, he made Joe Gomez look like Joe Gomez was my guy. I love Joe Gomez, but he was so poor. He was so rusty. He gave the ball away. He didn't, his positional sense, everything. Young Giovanni Leone stood out so good on the ball, so composed, 6'4" or something. He looked so good, and then goes and tears his ACL, man. Does his ACL. Out for the season pretty much. But if he's got a mentor and a hero and a captain and a leader to look up to, is Virgil van Dijk. Because Virgil van Dijk came through it, and many of us, including me, doubted Virgil van Dijk if he's ever going to be those levels again. But Virgil van Dijk has surpassed anyone's expectations, or most people's expectations, about how good he's been since he come back. So young Giovanni Leone, shout out to him, man. Hope he recovers and fulfills the potential that he showed, because he was scarily good.
Sadiq mentions him. He says, sad to see Leone get injured. Looks special in his first game. When will Slot give Chiesa a chance over the cut-in and shoot guy? It's becoming tiring.
Yeah, it is.
Big up James. He says, I can't wait for when we get that Kanate to Real. Here we go next summer and see the double standard compared to Trent. Slot in TOBS. There's pause. Uncle, please, for the love of God and for the show, stop interrupting the panel when they're speaking, especially when they're talking about Liverpool.
Shut
Please.
up, Turkish. Shut up, Turkish.
He's pleading with you. He wants to hear our thoughts on Liverpool. Big up Teddy. He says Liverpool need to replace Salah soon. If you're Saka, do you extend with Arteta or replace Salah in 18 months on a mega contract? It's not about extend with Arteta. It's Arsenal. It's not Arteta. It's Arsenal, brother. Yeah. But yeah, Ganto says you'll never walk alone, Grizz. As opposed to the red side of North London, we all trust our manager 100%. And Slot is not crashing out in interviews. 2-0 Liverpool. It's easy to trust a manager that's won the league in his first season.
Big up Ganto.
He ain't saying nothing out of this world. Ryan says, I think Liverpool winning the Champions League and First Division twice in a row is better than the treble. Do you agree? It's never been done. What you won League and Champions League back-to-back seasons? I mean, that is quality.
That's tough. Still.
That is quality.
that's
a tough one.
Yeah.
Would that be done again?
When
I don't think that'll be done again.
When was
Might as
this?
well talk about Preston North End now. If you want to.
90s, 70s, maybe.
80s.
Well, let's not talk about them 70s ones. We had a big debate in South Africa. We know all about.
Oh,
them
yeah.
fucking Champions League.
If you know, you know.
Is that on film?
Ryan, whatever you call
That was on Batista's live.
Don't fucking Google them Champions Leagues back in the day and look at the teams and who they played, what happened before you start talking about better than the treble.
Yeah. City only beat Macclesfield and Enfield Town in the way to winning the FA Cup and Carabao Cup.
Macclesfield would have been Anders and fucking Durban All Stars.
Durban All Stars.
Let's do predictions for the Liverpool game. Steve, Palace, Liverpool.
I'm going to say Crystal Palace 2, Liverpool 1.
2-1. Matisse has gone 2-1 the other way. He's gone for a Liverpool win. Younes?
Saying 2-2.
2-2. I'm going 1-1. Grizz?
1-1.
1-1.
Oh.
Wow.
SAEED?
Salah to have a stinker and stat pad 2-1.
2-1. What are you saying? Penalty, 93rd.
Penalty 90th minute, man.
Say no more. We've seen that before. Tobs?
I'm gonna go. I think I might go for a Palace win. I'm gonna go for Palace 2-1.
Okay, a mixture here. Couple Palace wins, couple Liverpool wins, couple draws. Yeah, draw being the most favoured with Younes coming in with a 2-2 as well. So yeah, leave us yours. Comment section below. Hit the like. Make sure you subscribed. Do all of that. Let's keep it moving. Next up on the list, SAEED, Brentford away.
Yep.
And Bremo Derby, yeah?
Bremo Derby, come on. You know what I'm saying? Back home and that. Listen, this is where Jamal is over, guys. You know what I mean? I think this is where SAEED returns.
Don't hold your breath, bro.
Nah. I'm saying it, man. I mean, we've had a week off. Good boost against Chelsea. I think we got this, man. Brentford have not started the season well. Yeah, cool. They're unbeaten at home, I believe. They beat Aston Villa. Aston Villa are not a great team at the minute, and they drew against Chelsea. But yeah, I think this is where we win our back-to-back games for the first time under Ruben Amorim. And yeah, this is it, man. I've got you know what I mean? I feel confident about this one. I've been watching Brentford a lot this season. They've not been that great. Yeah, cool. We've not been that great, but something's got to give. And yeah, man, one game a week. It's been a tough week. I can't lie, bro. Watching, living, you lot and whatnot. And it's dark, man. Like one game a week is crazy, man. Especially when you've won as well. When you won, you just want to play another game, man. But yeah, listen, man. Amorim needs this. I think this is the one where everyone's looking forward for him to show a bit of momentum. And we need to go on a run, man. We need to go on a run before we go to Liverpool game. We need to establish some sort of momentum. If that means winning your 3 in a row, which is unheard of, you get me, then it's 3 in a row because it'll be Brentford and Sunderland. So, yeah, man, midfield, Casemiro, no Casemiro, but Cunha's back and Bumo's obviously there. Should be the front three of Sesko and Bumo and Cunha for the first time. Defensively, I think only Mazarawi might not be fit. Apart from that, everything's all good over there. But I just think it's one of them games where 12:30 kickoff. I know it's going to be a tough one, but imagine just winning that game and just put your feet up on everyone else. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? And our record there, like I said to you, is not great. We've only won once there. And I think that was it when Elanga scored 2021. Apart from that, the Brentford have had our number. But I just think this is the time now where, yeah, SAEED team is back and we win back-to-back games for the first time. If not now, then I don't think ever. So now I'm putting all my eggs in a basket and we're doing it. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see. But I'm not going to overgas Brentford. Yeah, cool. They've got Jordan Henderson and there's a couple of players in there that are decent. Damsgaard, but come on, bro. Like, if United can't go there and win a game, but like, it's just like, you know what I mean, bro? Just wrap the season, bro. So, yeah.
You're moving like they're like, then I mean, I know Brentford.
They've been poor, man. I've been watching them this season. They've been dead, bro.
No, you're right. They haven't, but you've been
dead, man. So I'm not going to gas them. I think we've got enough quality to win the game. And Bruno Cunha, I'm even saying Sesko's getting off the score sheet as well. How about that one? You get me? Yeah, man. Sesko's getting off the score sheet. I put him in my fantasy as well. So him and Bumo is in my fantasy. So I believe, bro. This is the one. You get me where he scores.
This is going to get clipped. This bit's going to get clipped by Skull.
Bro,
and I can't wait.
You clip it all you want, bro. But I'm sick and tired of just sitting on the fence and be like, oh, but we're not gonna win. And brother, let's get the two. You know what I mean? Like
when
the
do you sit on
game.
the fence about Man United?
No, I'm just like not even that, but like just kind of almost like, oh, but are we gonna win? And do I need to think? I'm sometimes I overcomplicate like the time, but it's like, yo, go do the job, and I think we will do it. And you know, it's gonna be against Brentford. So
Now,
we move.
Jamal, listen here. So
Yeah, talk to me.
You know, Brentford.
Yeah.
You know, Brentford haven't lost at home yet this season.
That's why I didn't mention that, but it was two. Let's be honest, man. The first game was 1-0, dead game, and then the second game was against you lot, where they, you know, last minute. You should have put that game to bed, really. Let's be honest.
Should have, yeah.
Yeah, hold that. Yeah.
But the way that they can come with these long throws, set piece, just, you know, get the ball, lump it into the box. You might not.
They've been very defensive, you know. I don't know if you've seen it, but they've been very defensive. Like this Keith Andrews has been doing long ball SC, and I get it. It could be a problem for United, Route 1 football, and you know it could be a windy day, and you know what I mean. You never know with the throw-ins and that, but it's one of them where now I just feel like we've got enough quality that we should put in Brentford to the sword now. This is enough is enough now. I'm being dead serious now. Like this is the game where United need to be winning back-to-back games now. It's Brentford, beat them, and then you go over to Sunderland. But like, this is it now, man. I'm not saying that I'm taking anything away from the Chelsea game, because I thought the Chelsea game was dead, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think tactically we're better than Chelsea. I think it was just a drab game. We took our chances. It was one of them ones. But this one here, 1 week off, fresh, you know, it should be full of energy. Should have a set of tactics to beat Brentford. You know what I mean? It's simple as that. Like, I know it's not the United of old and whatever, but I'm sorry, man. If not now, then when? You know, because it ain't going to be against Anfield if we beat Sunderland. It ain't. And it ain't going to be after that because I think we got like Forest and Tottenham away. So if it's not now, then it's never. So we're having it. This is it.
Is this a game for Harry Maguire to start?
I don't know, bro. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what he's going to do in terms of the back line. You get me? It could be Maguire. It could be Lenny Euro. It could be, you know, I don't know, Luke Shaw in the back three. I really don't know. It could be a mixture of everything. So I'll be honest with you. Maguire, no Maguire. United in the back three. To be fair, defensively, yeah, cool. City hurt us on the break, but I think it was mistakes. But defensively at large, I think I'm not worried. It's more, can we take our chances? When we get opportunities presented to us, can we take our chances? Midfield as well. If Brentford, you know what I mean, do get in the midfield and cause problems, that's something that we might have to struggle with. But all in all, I think there's enough quality for United to be winning this game. Enough quality.
Safe for that answer. But I was talking about Harry Maguire up front. But safe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen, bro.
I can't see United losing this one. Surely not.
I can't
say that.
What makes you say that?
Because I don't think Brentford are.
Trust me, bro. It's happening.
I don't think Brentford are as good as they were last season. I don't think.
Where's Toby come with that one from?
Are Man United as good as they were last season?
Do you know what I mean?
Better than Brentford.
Because they beat Chelsea in it, like. It's going to happen.
I'm not taking anything from Chelsea game, Steve. I'm not. It's not nothing to do with Chelsea.
Shit against it. He was shit against it. He was really shit against it.
But I think it was more mistakes than your actual brilliant football.
Call it mistakes, but you were shit. And Grimsby, you were shit. You know, and so the Chelsea game, and then we know Brentford aren't the greatest, but I don't know. They can pull up.
So what's Brentford's? Who have they replaced with the strikers with and everything?
They got Django from Bournemouth.
Brentford.
And they got Django guy. He's rubbish. You go.
Django. On that film.
He meant Utara.
Yeah, Django Tawara. That's his name. Or Dango. Is it Dango or Django? I don't know. But
didn't they sign the Bournemouth player?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Utara.
Utara, yeah.
He's saying Dortmund.
That's in Dortmund. What are you talking about?
He said Bournemouth.
Yeah, man. You need to take that out. If you want, you'll be able to hear me, bro. Yeah, I mean, I want to hear him, man. But anyway, listen. I think for me, Yeah, man. Listen, they got this ego guy. He's terrible. You get me? Yeah, listen, they've got Shard. I think Shard is quite underrated. I can't lie.
You know that Igor is going to score now because you just said that.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't give a shit. Even if he scores against us, he's shit, bro. I don't care. He's useless. But yeah, listen, they've got qualities in their team, but I think we'll have enough to beat them. Simple.
Let's do predictions because there's
no. Look at that United fan there in the comments. Have you seen that? The same points as you, Steve. Talk soon. Do you know how many United fans, man. Right?
Don't look at the table now, man.
Saying, we're on the same points as you, Steve. Like it's some sort of like achievement in life.
No, bro.
After 5 games. Do you know what I mean? It's embarrassing,
table, man. Don't look at the table.
It's embarrassing.
Don't look at the table,
man. Me about that shit, man.
Let's do predictions.
Bad.
People are coming.
Brentford United.
Although the shit, Brentford are worse. I feel like United might nick it 2-1.
2-1 United. Matisse has also gone 2-1 United. Younes?
3-1 Brentford.
3-1 Brentford. Nice.
I'm being bold on this one. It might maybe too bold.
You know when your life's not at risk like ours is, you can do shit predictions.
Yeah.
Like our lives are at risk here.
I'm going.
Your life, you mean, but not ours.
I'm going 2-2. GRIZZ?
1-1.
SAEED?
3-1 United.
And TOBS?
2-1 Man United.
2-1 Man United. Cool. That's all of them in. Another mixture. Let's go to Chelsea Brighton. Younes, Brighton come to the bridge.
The feeder club.
Chelsea reserves.
Chelsea reserves. Exactly. This is
I wouldn't call them Chelsea reserves, brother.
Huh?
I wouldn't call them Chelsea reserves, brother.
No,
one of them can't play as well.
We've actually got really good history now with Brighton players that are coming our way, so it's a weird one. But this is a weird fixture because going into this now is a little bit of a different dynamic than we would have thought prior to playing United, playing Bayern Munich. You know, there was a lot of excitement going into those games, and it's all kind of been shot out of everyone, and you can feel it. It's still 5 games in, but there is, and I spoke about this earlier on, there's already something cooking in the media on if Chelsea drop one more game, Maresca and his comments and what he said. Pressure's being built on him now. I feel like there's going to be a narrative. If Chelsea don't win this game against Brighton, I think you're going to hear certain parts of the media bringing skepticism to Maresca. Job will be under pressure now. Those sort of things will start popping up because he's been talking and he's been saying a few things like he mentioned about Liverpool buying players and that have intent to go and win the Premier League and the Champions League. And then you think, okay, well, what does that mean about our team then? You know, because he's saying other things about us. But this is not going to be an easy game because Brighton normally, and last season, we had a horrible record against them. They beat us 2 times in a row in a matter of like a week. And now they're coming to the bridge where we have to get a result. If not, mentally, we might actually get shot. I expect us to win, to be fair. I think there's enough quality there to get the job done. I think at home we should be able to get something, but it's not going to be easy. So yeah, but we're actually in need. I think if we drop points, even parts of the fan base will start getting a little bit worried. I think at that point it's like, okay, something's gone wrong here. But if we win, everything will be all right.
Have you got Champions League in midweek?
Benfica. Yeah, Mourinho.
Yeah, Mourinho returns.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a big week, man.
And then Liverpool on the weekend.
And then we play you. No, so this is Anfield.
No, their ground.
No, it's your ground.
Is it our ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it's ours. Yeah, it's just the bridge. It's the bridge. Well, this is reminiscent. So last season, on the back end of last season, if you remember, we dropped points to Brentford, Ipswich, right?
Yeah,
And then we were looking at the end of the season thinking, well, we're screwed. We have to win these games now against Liverpool, Newcastle, United, Nottingham Forest, who are cooking. Well, when those games started, we dropped points, like I said, but when we went into those games, we did actually win basically all of them except Newcastle. So there was a switch after we played Fulham and Everton. There was a switch. All of a sudden, everyone just looked on it. We need to do that again. Simple as that. Like, we need to get something going immediately into this run of games that's on paper harder than the games we've just played. But if we don't, then there's going to be a bit of trouble for sure.
Boy, I don't know, man. It sounds like to me just more belief and hope than actual what you've seen so far. If I'm being honest with you, like this is a big couple of games for Maresca, man. I'm not saying there's people that are Maresca out, but I feel like now they're starting to question maybe his tactical kind of like substitutions, game management. You know what I mean? How he looks at this game, because if you lot drop points, and I mean drop points in this game, if you dare lose, it's a whole different conversation. But Chelsea all of a sudden can't afford to drop many points now, bro. Like leading into the game next week, they really can't. They've got to get back to winning ways because it hasn't been great, man. Brentford game, cool. Should have beaten Brentford. I think for me, there was enough chances to win that game, but it's almost like that kind of ruthlessness from Chelsea that we saw in the Club World Cup. That little bit of magic from Chelsea has faded away a little bit. Do you not feel like that kind of like spark that you had has kind of faded? I don't know if that's because of the maybe lack of proper preseason and the fact that you came back, after from Club World Cup. Yeah,
this is the thing. So going into the season, there was always the thing of, are we fit? Because we've not had a break. So preseason was 2 weeks, and if that, basically, and we've just gone straight into the season. Now we've got a few injuries that have come our way, but even then, players are being protected, minutes are being watched, everything. There is all of that, and we knew that was going to be the case. But there's also another thing now. Another thing that's happening, and there's a bit of a pattern here, is all the mistakes that we're making in games are on us. They're not on the opposition. Against Brentford, that was our fault, fully. Just defending like kids.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich, we just gave it to them on a plate. Like the third goal we saw for Gusto was just sleeping. Like that's on him. United, we don't even need to talk. Like Sanchez, 4 minutes, just game's gone. All of those are us. Even the Lincoln game, where we went 1-0 down, our mistake. And then Maresca says something at half-time during that game. They all come out second half, all guns blazing, playing as we should. So it's like, is there a mental thing going on here as well? I've questioned this. Like, is there a bit of like, are we looking weak mentally, or is there that on top of, obviously we know what coming into the season after the Club World Cup with fitness as a problem. I thought that might be an issue more towards December, not now, but maybe we've got that going on as well. This is the thing. This is why, look, there's a lot of ifs and buts, and there's a lot of questions like in the air. We don't know what the root causes are, but if we win, things calm down, and it's as simple as that. So we do need to win, because no one can pinpoint exactly what's going on at the moment, but wins breed confidence. So
where did you see Chelsea finishing at the beginning of the season?
I can't lie, I looked and went, you know what, especially on the Club World Cup high, personally it was a case of, you know what, we should go for top 2.
Matisse, yeah.
And look, if we're serious, going for the title should be the ambition. And then I made the point that there is also the thing of fitness might be the one thing that stops us from going all the way, because it's just to hold on for 2 seasons straight and a Club World Cup in between it's borderline impossible. But that has to be ambition, because the past 3 years there's been a lot of like, okay, wait and just have patience, and we've got kids and all of this, and then you see levels starting to show at least a little bit on the back end of last season, the Club World Cup, and you're thinking, okay, now we need to push on. To go all the way is difficult because of the whole fitness thing. But is there other problems? We don't know. This is the thing. We don't know. But we got to win.
Club World Cup, they're going to treat it like the Champions League, aren't they?
It's not
you
that.
Lot are gonna, you lot are going to eat off this for like a good 3-4 years, aren't you? Because you keep using it as the justification for why you should do this and you should do that. But yet you go out in the market and you sign players like Garnacho, you're signing young, unproven players in the Prem like Gittins, and then you're saying, oh, top 2 challenge for a title. In what universe is that happening?
This is
Honestly.
no, so both can coexist, because you mentioned, all right, going down the route that we did in the Club World Cup against PSG, for example, in that final, or throughout that competition, we were written off long before, but we went all the way and done what we did in that final.
Name your run. Name your run to the final.
Name me what we done in that final.
Yeah, exactly. What you done in that final was impressive, and you got plaudits for it. But I said, name your run to the final.
But what's wrong with the run up to the final? At the end of the day, all the teams that were
if
involved.
There's nothing wrong with it. Then name it.
So, well, you know who it was.
Exactly. So name it.
We had the group stage. Fluminense.
Bro. Okay, finally, go on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Next.
And then, all the way. Who else did we play? Who did we play in the semi-final? Bloody, I remember doing weather reports and whatnot. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Palmeiras. Was it Palmeiras?
No, Palmeiras. Palmeiras was quarterfinal.
Fluminense.
Point proven.
It was Fluminense semi-final. Yeah, it was. It was Fluminense semi-final.
As I said, that's 2-0. I've got you today. 2-0.
And who did Fluminense beat in that competition as well? We don't talk about that.
Listen, the Brazilian teams, they're stern. But what I'm saying to you is,
they're stern.
They are stern, but relative to the opposition you could have had, you had a favorable run to that final. Now, when you got to that final, you mashed work, absolutely. But what I'm saying is, you are eating. You literally said it yourself. I was on the Club World Cup high, and I said, "Rah, you lot are gonna eat off this for like 3-4 years because it's there." There's no universe when you can look at the business you've done this summer, business you've done this summer, and then tell me, we should challenge for the title.
No, the two. This is why I say the two can coexist, because there's that run up, there's that form that we showed, right, and there is the window itself, which 100%. When you look at spending 55 million on a Gittins, for example. Or you're going in. Garnacho, I think, is separate. Personally, I think he's separate because there's Man United players that leave United and do end up doing well, and we've not seen him yet. Gittins we've seen so far up until this point, and we can all tell that he's still raw. But there is recruitment issues, and the recruitment issues have been long-standing for a while, right? So I believe the two can coexist. Is there quality in the team? When you look at other signings that we've made, well, João Pedro's quality. Esteval's come in, he's looking quality. He's not actually getting enough minutes, if I'm honest, because he needs to play more because he's ready, even though he's young, but he's been protected, and I don't think he needs protection. But there's players that have been brought in that make sense, and then there's some players that have been brought in that's like, okay, have you actually topped up on what you actually need to top up? This is my point, and that's valid. But is there enough quality in the squad itself to actually put up a challenge? I think there is.
I don't. I think there's enough. I think there's enough quality in the squad to
I don't know about
get fourth, third. I don't think there's enough quality to put up a title challenge. I'm sorry. Even if
your defense lets you down, man. Chalobah, yeah.
No, but this is the thing.
Lets you down, broski.
And this is the thing. This is why I say we're making mistakes ourselves. It's not a case of oppositions that are doing things to us. We're costing ourselves because of those things. But there's also the element of, are we doing enough going forward to make sure that we can? It's similar to the whole. It's similar to the whole Arteta debate. You know, Maresca's made some choices in. Look, the United game was clear. Those subs did not make any sense whatsoever, right? So everyone can see that. Now,
he's a stubborn guy.
There is a little bit of that, exactly. In a world where there isn't that, and we actually let loose, do we actually go out and kill? I think there's enough there to do that. So it's a similar mini sort of argument that we had with Arteta earlier on. This is what we need to do going forward from the Brighton game. I think now we're at a point where we need to just try and outscore the opponent because defensively we've got problems. It looks like there's issues there. But going forward and trying to put teams on the back foot, we've not done that enough at times when we should have, and I think we could have. And I think that's on Maresca.
Yeah.
Why?
Brighton, what have you got for us, man?
Super chats on Chelsea, I believe.
They know piss, man.
Oh, Eunice as well. This one from Blicky says, saying you'll finish top 4 is mental. I don't want to hear them turning on the coach. This squad can't compete for multiple trophies.
No, and this is what I'm warning against. So if we were to drop points, there's going to be a narrative on Maresca instantly. It's already kind of started a little bit in like the shadows, but you can see it cooking and you can see it brewing. And I don't think that's the right thing to do, personally.
Mo says, big up Younes, the Algerian Titan. I don't think the Ballon d'Or really has that value like it used to. Anyway, shout out to Dembele for winning it. And Vish adds, big up the panel. Younes, so happy to see you on the Big Six. Been following you for years now. It's like watching the wife meet the girlfriend. A lot of love in the chat for Younes. Big up Younes. All right, Chelsea, Brighton. Let's do predictions for that, starting with Steve.
I'm going to say 1-1.
1-1. Matisse has gone 3-1 to Chelsea. Younes?
I'm going to say 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1. I'm going 2-1 Chelsea as well. GRIZZ?
2-1 Chelsea.
Another 2-1 Chelsea. SAEED?
I'm going to go with 2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 clean sheet. And TOBS?
I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. Another Chelsea win. All right, cool. 2 more games to round off. City home to Burnley, Tottenham home to Wolves. Steve, City home to Burnley, I mean, should be routine, right?
It should be. We've got, after the bad start we had, we started to put a few results together. It's just a routine game at the Etihad. I mean, Burnley, I've looked at Burnley, the scoring goal. I said pre-season when they played Lazio, they were very, very poor. But they seem to be having a go, you know what I mean? They seem to be, trying the best. Kyle Walker back at the Etihad. With the form, the form Erling Haaland's in at the minute, it's hard not to look past the win.
Triple captain him fantasy, so he best deliver.
No, he's got to do it. He's got to do it. Like I say, it's we're playing a lot better. We just seem to, like I spoke about it last week. Donnarumma signing seems to have sorted the defense out a little bit. Do you know what I mean? We look a different animal with him in there. He's been good. Rodri is starting to get minutes under his belt. You know what I mean? They've all had most of them have had a rest in the Carabao Cup this week, which we needed. So it's just a case of keep doing what we're doing and get back. The starts left us behind. You know what I mean? We just got to start building consistency now and just digging in and getting points and results and just not getting beat, not losing games, just winning, not making it difficult for ourselves. Turkey is back training again. Kovacic is back training again. Mamouche apparently is not too far away. So once we get everybody back, it's just a case of full steam ahead, you know what I mean? So, but Burnley's Burnley. We have slapped them a few times there, but I don't want to jinx it at the minute. The Premier League's a bit mad at the minute, you know what I mean? People are up and down and all that. There's only really Liverpool who's been consistent, you know what I mean? We can all say we've had mad games. So it's just about winning for me at the minute. I don't care if it's pretty. I don't care. Just win. Just win. Get the win on the board and just keep on moving, you know what I mean?
Yeah, on paper, it's one of those weekends where you look at Liverpool away, Palace, Arsenal away, Newcastle. If you get 3 points and both drop some points, it's still early days, but the table's looking a bit different in terms of optimism. But yeah, should be a routine win. There was a super chat that came in earlier, actually. Let me get that one in there. From KZB, he said, "Big up, Steve. Did you see the Etihad worker who was sacked on Derby Day for wearing a United top? Harsh but necessary, in my opinion."
It's not even harsh, is it? You're a fucking tool. If you turn up at the fucking Etihad when you're playing Man United and work behind the bar in the City end with a United top on underneath your top, then what do you expect? He's lucky he didn't get filled in. So it's just weird, mate. It's just weird behaviour. And then it turned out he's a YouTuber. There's this modern day YouTube bullshit now where people are standing outside grounds with United tops on or City tops on or Arsenal tops outside Tottenham and giving people shit. And there's a camera filming it. And it's just someone's going to get twatted and people are going to get nicked. It's just literally like provoking people. It's just strange. Now, things like that don't make me laugh. So if there's people out there that sit in the house and think that's funny, then
sort yourself out.
Fucking weirdos, yeah. Because what would be funny if the guy got his head smashed in? And I think that would be funny. I'd watch that, no problem. That'd go viral. But you're encouraging it. It's just weird, man. It is what it is. And then he's crying. Then sympathy saying he shouldn't have got sacked. It's like rocking up at McDonald's with a KFC uniform on. You ain't fucking going to work the shift, are you?
Yeah, that's actually, that's actually
away. KFC away.
Fucking mad.
Let's do predictions. Steve, City home to Burnley.
I'm going to say 2-0 City.
2-0. Matisse has gone 4-0 City. Eunice?
I'll go 3-0 in between.
Yeah, likewise again. I'm going 3-0. GRIZZ?
4-0 or 3-0? 4-0.
4-0. SAEED?
Yeah, I'll go with 3-0 City.
3-0 and TOBS.
3-0.
All clean sheets. Tottenham Wolves, TOBS.
Win.
Bad.
Win.
You at home?
Yeah.
At home, late kickoff, win, keep a clean sheet, keep the momentum going. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Do you think, I know it's a side note, but do you reckon Wolves will get relegated this season, guys? Because bro, they've been terrible, man.
No, I don't know. I think they might get
I've
their
not
act
watched
together.
enough of them.
Yeah, I don't know
I've
yet.
not watched
They need to Larson back, man. Larson back for the game, Tubbs.
They've been
What's
poor,
that?
man.
Larson.
It's the Larson back for the game. Not that it matters,
I think so. He was on the bench, I think, for them.
Yeah.
No, Larson matters, man. Sometimes all you need is a good
Talk
striker.
to me, Toby, about the striker. Mateus, tell me about him.
I didn't watch the game, but I heard he was awful. I heard he was absolutely awful. The thing is, but he shouldn't listen. I ain't excuse. If he played bad, he played bad. It is what it is, man. He's not in a good moment at this point in time, but I still think there's a player there. And most importantly, I don't want him playing striker at this point in time.
He's not a winger. He's not a winger, Tubbs.
He's more of a winger than a striker. And what do you mean he's not a winger? He's more of a winger than a striker right now. Maybe long term he could play for the middle. Listen, I ain't here to defend, dude. He's playing terribly. It's up to him to buck his ideas up, and he's got to buck him up fast, man. That's it.
Yeah. One thing I will say, Tottenham, man, Pauline is on mad form right now. Paulinho, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Maybe I looked at it in the wrong way. I thought, Paulinho, man, really? But you know what, man? He's come back to the Premier League and it's been an absolute revelation. So yeah, we got Paulinho.
Couple of questions, Tobes, or topics around or super chats around Tottenham or you. Adash says, Tobes, would you rather have Spurs finish above Arsenal plus win 2 cups and do a forfeit involving cats, or Arsenal win the league and Champions League and have Turkish do the forfeit?
What kind of dumb question is this, fam? If you don't chuck me those cats.
Man said
calm down, Kurt Zuma.
No chucking. No chucking.
You took a cat at Toby. It's getting volleyed over the fence.
It's long. There was another one. Wait, actually, no. This one's on Blaze saying the fact Tobes is rock bottom yet still copying everyone's prediction. I bet he's voiding everyone's prediction this week because it don't make sense otherwise.
I'm not even copying everyone's prediction. Like, this is what I think. Like, when man saying I'm copying, these are my predictions. If I was copying, I wouldn't have gone for a win for Crystal Palace, would I?
And last one here, Jazzy Jeff. Good evening. I enjoyed the quote 2 men 1 cap scene on the mob. Son, I don't think Arsenal's set piece coach can save your corners. Hashtag a lit hair. Hashtag Ruben.
my corners are gone,
like Ruben.
My corners are gone, bro. That's why I cut my hair off, mate. So. Yeah.
Jazzy, you made him laugh today, Jazzy. You know, you win some, you lose some.
That was funny. That was actually good.
Cool. Tottenham Wolves, Steve.
I'm gonna say 2-0 Spurs.
2-0. Matisse has gone 3-1 Spurs. Eunice?
3-0 Tottenham.
3-0. I'm going 3-1. Grizz?
2-0.
2-0. Saeed?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 3-0.
3-0. And TOBS?
I'm gonna go 2-0.
2-0. All wins. All predictions in. Complete. We'll touch in on them on Monday's show. Let me do the super chats to round it all off for the night. Going straight back to the top. Slicko started the show. Said, do you guys agree that FC26 is realistic? Saeed losing 10-1 versus City in career mode, and he's 17th on the table. Football heritage. Well,
I think that's a Saeed thing, not an EAFC thing.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. You know what I mean? It's a slow start, but it's all good.
I haven't played it yet, people, so I don't know. I can't tell you if it's more.
Right.
I just been to
Make
the
sure
lodge
you're not
tonight and in the Etihad, and I had one game. I got beat off Brian Lai, who's the Baller League top scorer. If you know Brian Lai, go and follow him. He's a good lad. He's a mate of mine. He beat me 6-0. But 3 of them were penalties because you know me, I am the hatchet man.
Oh yeah. Look at it, see. He's clattering, man.
Yeah, but it looked good. It looked it looked a lot better. Everyone was saying it was a lot better, so we'll see.
Big up, Slicko. Daniel, hope you're good, my brother. Talking of FC, big centre back from last year's career mode. He says, congratulations on 100k subscribers. Big up the panel and the community. All you man deserve it after the consistency and hard work over the last 5 years. Big up, Daniel. Love, my brother. Appreciate the support.
Yeah,
from
good guy, man. My centre back partnership.
Do you remember? Solid. Hassan says, lads, a question. If you was to support another club from the Big Six and to sign another for your club, who would it be and why? I wouldn't support anyone else from the Big Six. I mean,
well, answer the question though, innit? Like for the question's sake.
That is my answer. I wouldn't.
I'd support Tottenham and sign Haaland so that they've won more trophies than Arsenal.
Yeah, probably same. Sign Tottenham and then go and get.
If you ask me who I dislike the least out of the Big Six, it's probably Liverpool.
But you can't support someone for this.
I wouldn't support Liverpool. Nah, I think.
I thought it'd be Man City, Turkish,
Nah. I mean, Man City will probably be next after. I dislike everyone else, innit? So
yeah.
Man City have stopped us winning a title or two. There's a bit of that.
Most Arsenal fans I know become City fans for some reason. I don't know, but yeah.
Most United fans become Tottenham fans for what reason I don't know, but yeah.
Oh,
that was a dead one. Yeah.
Oh, he got
you there.
Big up. Carlton says, Carlton says, panel, which team do you guys think is going to be the Forest of this season? Sunderland and Bournemouth are looking good.
Now, Bournemouth, you can't say the Forest. Bournemouth are always consistently there or thereabouts. Like when I say there or thereabouts, yeah, Sunderland is the one.
I don't see it with Sunderland, me.
Neither do I.
Oh, here we go now. Steve just picking on Sunderland.
They've been decent so far, but come on.
Gas, man. People get gas because they get a newly promoted team, gets a couple of good results. We've seen it before. I've seen Blackpool come in the Premier League, start smashing people up. Everyone got gassed. They still went down.
Don't disrespect Charlie Adam, yeah.
But they spent money. They've got a little bit.
Charlie Adam.
They spent money.
Yeah, but they're wisely. They're not spending. How do you know these 5 games gone, man?
And I'm just saying, though, innit? Like, I think so far with what we've seen, they're unbeaten at home. They did well against Southampton, against Aston Villa. I think they've only lost 1 game this season. Am I right? They lost that first. I think it was
they got 1 game 3-0 by Burnley or something.
Yeah.
Burnley. That was the one they lost to Burnley. I think that was it, really.
That's what I'm saying. Because so this is what you're going to get with them. But I guarantee you, they might stay up, but they'll be closer to the bottom than they will be anywhere near.
Yeah. Look, the fact that they stay up will be an amazing achievement anyway.
And I like Sunderland, and I've got a lot of mates there. I like them. I'm not saying that, but I just don't see that people just get excited, man. The Premier League, I say to people all the time, after 10 games, the 10th game, look at the table. That is roughly where people are going to be around there.
That's what I said,
5
man.
games
Everyone
and-
calm down, man. Stop looking at the table, man. Like everyone's scared, man. Don't scare,
It's
man.
true.
It's only game week 5. Relax. Relax the ball.
When we say Forest, are we talking like, okay, these guys are gonna be in contention for a Champions League spot or something like Forest were as well?
Oh,
I guess
Sunderland won't do
right.
that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No,
Yeah.
no, not that
What,
level.
no one's saying that Forest are going to be the Forest of this season. Nah.
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 Listen, I think social media now. because
Your
I remember,
agenda's so
look at
stinky.
tables and whatnot.
I'm just asking the question, bro.
Leave
Right,
them alone, man.
Revenge.
No, I get their fan base is
There's
mad.
no agenda. I'm
mad
literally
arrogant.
asking the question.
Like Forest fans that I know, and I only know about 6 of them. They're so madly arrogant. I didn't know they had it in them. Like where they popped up
They're the
from.
champions of Europe, innit?
They're mad. Like
two times.
They're talking.
Yeah, but half of them want Ballon. So it's all
That's what
right.
I'm saying, bro.
Collecting cups that you know they haven't seen. It's like you know that's what I get with them. It's just it is mad. Yeah, it's mad.
But no, there are a couple of other teams there as well. I mean, like to keep an eye on. Again, then I don't think they'll do what Forest did, but Bournemouth, I think, are up there.
Yeah.
Palace, I think, will remain strong. Everton are someone to maybe keep an eye on.
I feel
Perhaps.
Everton with the new stadium, the new income,
Yeah.
the what they're going to generate, and they're going to go in the right direction, I think. But yeah, Palace are strong, Brighton are strong, Bournemouth are strong. You know, Brentford, I think, are going to go the other way. Wolves are going to go the other way.
My God, did you see Brighton? Did you see this? They've pulled out another £100 million striker.
Yeah.
What is
Who's
this?
that?
What is this
the Greek
juju,
guy,
man? What is this
Greek guy,
juju?
Diego
No,
Gomez.
man, Igor Jesus or something.
Diego Gomez, the one who
Yeah,
scored.
Diego
He
Gomez. Sorry.
ain't a striker, he's a midfielder.
Yeah, Diego Gomez hat trick. Did
They
you see
brought him
this?
from Inter Miami.
Winger.
We'll see him at the
Listen,
bridge in
if Brighton-
2028.
If Brighton have a consolidation season of about in the top 10-ish again, yeah, that manager deserves some respect on his name, man. Is another one that huge pressure on him. Can they Brighton carry on, continue this conveyor belt of talent coming through, bro? Big up.
Did you see yesterday? I went to Huddersfield last night, and I felt fucking old. Emil Heskey's 2 sons came on for City.
No way.
Yeah, Regan Heskey and Jaden Heskey came on for Man City.
I've heard Regan is a baller.
Yeah, he should have scored, man. He's a winger, tricky winger. He cut in.
I've heard he's an absolute baller.
Yeah. Have you seen that, by the way? Savinho signed a new contract.
Who?
I saw that. Pain.
Savinho.
Pain.
Oh,
Yeah, well, he
Doesn't
scored
mean anything,
yesterday.
really.
He scored yesterday, but before that, he was just again same old Savinho, lacking of any end product. He should have shot fucking loads of times, but I don't know what's happening with him at the minute. But the had that other player, Divine Mukasa. What a name, man! What a fucking name, Divine Mukasa. I seen him tonight at the FIFA thing. He's another player, really good player. So he's got another little generation popping off under there as well. So be interesting to see. At the minute, I think we need a few of them.
Better finish above United.
Next one from Diabolical Saeedism. Saeed quote: "I hate the word blocks the path."
Huh?
Yeah, when it's not that I hate the word, it's more like, when people say, "Oh, he's gonna block the path of so and so player." Like, if he's good enough, he'll make it. You know what I mean? So that's why I was.
What word do you hate? Blocks.
No, I didn't. No, it was. I didn't say like not the. Didn't mean like I hate
Phrase.
the word.
He means phrase, man. He means
the phrase of like. Block the path. Yeah, that's
come on,
what I
guys.
meant.
Come on, man. We know.
Yeah,
Saeed.
that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
It's late. Winning the Club World Cup means nothing. You beat lesser teams in one-off games, no home or away leg against serious teams. That one's from Marcelo. This one here from Real JM says, Arsenal fan here, but please, Saeed, we need episode 2 of United career mode. Hilarious. Brother was signing everyone.
Yeah, man. Tomorrow, innit, man? We'll play tomorrow night. So yeah, tune in tomorrow. Big up, man.
People. Subscribe. Individual channels, link in the description. Mon says, if you could get to ask one question to your manager ownership, guaranteed honest answer, what would you ask?
One of the Glazes is going to sell up.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say.
I'd say
I would ask, why do we still have Brennan Johnson?
Wow, this guy, you have one question, yeah, and you're gonna ask him about Brennan Johnson, bro.
Yes.
Nothing about, how you're gonna get Tottenham to be bigger than Arsenal and how you're gonna,
Brennan.
no, just Brennan Johnson.
It's not fucking, it's not a genie in a lamp, bro. It's just one question to the owners, bro. You can't run away with the questions. I'd probably ask.
I'd say what really happened with Jurgen Klopp.
I'm on a similar wavelength.
No, he did it. He did an interview, bro. He said, "I'm tired, bro." What do you mean, man?
That's what I'm saying, innit? That's why I'm saying I'd say what really happened with Jurgen Klopp.
So you don't want to believe that narrative. You just want to be like, nah, there's something that happened.
Do you know what I'd ask? I'd say we've got all the money in the fucking world, and we didn't have decent internet fucking security to stop someone taking our emails.
That's how you know he's had it sweet. This guy wants data protection, bro.
Man saying, why don't we have Proton? Nothing to do with players or titles.
I want to know who's
Go on, Turkish. Go on, Turkish. This is the time.
Khaldoon. You see that queue up now? Let me not even.
That's crazy.
I'm on a similar wavelength to Grizz. I'd want to find out what happened with Tuchel. We still don't know.
I'll just ask my owners, are they serious? I need to know, are you serious? Are you serious?
What about?
I've been asking, where's Max
What do you mean,
Kellerman?
about winning?
You've
You've asked for everything. The kitchen sink. We want this. We want that. We want this. It's
You're
like
so
the kid that
cheeky.
asks for everything
You're
at
so
Christmas, gets it
You're
all
so
at Christmas, and then says, "Where's my fucking bike?" It's like you didn't even ask for a bike. I did ask for a bike. There's always something else.
He's asked. He's gone to the Turkish restaurant. They've given him 2 mad platters, and he's still asking for lamajun.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know what lamajun is.
Where's my hummus, man? Where's my hummus?
Lamajun is different, bro. Lamajun is different. You sometimes in the head, you might need that. No, bro, it's not just spending. It's not just spending money. If you spend the money, the accountability after. With Wenger, we failed to see any accountability in terms of ambition. So that's what I mean. That's part to do with being serious. Cool. Couple more in. Is the Spurs takeover rumors true, Tobes?
No idea. I'm not really reading into it until I see someone credible report it. So yeah.
Who's taking over? Who's the rumors?
Apparently, some tech entrepreneurs backing a group of consortium with a rumored like $4.5 billion.
Yeah.
What nationality is it? Just so we can slag you off. Is it oil money? Is it American money?
American.
Oh yeah, you fucked. Then you fucked.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Diabolical Saidism says, when Brennan Johnson scores 16 goals in a season, it's a problem. But when Couscous has 0 in 8, he is a revelation.
Couscous, is he? I hope to dear God you're not talking about who I think you're talking about. Because if you are a disgrace to football. Honestly, you really are a disgrace to football. He's talking about Kudus. He's talking about Kudus.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're a disgrace to football.
Yeah, that's hard.
He is, bro.
That's harsh,
Sorry,
man.
he is.
Kudus is a baller.
That's that. I don't know. Couscous and Kudus, is that even a?
Nah.
No, it's
not even a word.
No,
Take that
as a compliment. Couscous is a fantastic dish, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say couscous is actually,
Yeah.
You don't eat couscous, man. Shut up.
Last one here to round.
How do you know? Have you seen me?
Yeah, I know.
He knows.
Stick to your chicken wings, man.
Connor says, last one for the night as well, and it's a nice one. Just a thank you for all the work you do. Been tuning in for a few years now, watching this show week in, week out, and it's helped me through some bad times. Love for the love, and he's a United fan. Connor, big up, my guy. Love for the support, week in, week out. Come on. We've come a long way. 5 years in November, people. We've just hit 100K. And like I said, it still feels like just the beginning. So continue liking, continue sharing, continue subscribing. Individual channel links are in the description below. Support the guests that come home in the original panel are not here. Younes in the building tonight representing Chelsea. So show him some love. Clips channel in the description. You just do what you need to do. I've even seen, Have you not been seeing this hype the video thing? I've seen hype the video. So
Yeah, hype it. Yeah,
hype the video.
I don't know what that is, bro.
Hype the video. It's just hype it. I don't know what it is either.
That's one of the reasons
yeah. I've been doing that on people's. I've been doing that on you lot's videos nowadays.
Yeah, hype it.
Hype the video, people. Younes, love for coming in, my bro. You definitely won't be the last time this season anyway. So we'll touch base.
Thank you, guys. And shout out to everyone here, and congrats on the 100K as well. You guys are doing big things, man. So just keep going. We're loving it, honestly.
Love, my brother. Come on. You've been part of that journey here and there as well. So love for the love, my guy. And people, love for the love. Steve, SAEED, GRIZZ, TOBS, Younes. And we'll be back on Monday, people. No mob this weekend. So Monday is the next show, 9 p.m. sharp. Make sure you're there, and we'll be there. Love for the love. We're out. Peace.